Hey guys, Risen here. I want to profile my Majespecter deck for you guys for October 2019. I really enjoy the deck, so I hope you guys will enjoy the profile. Alright, starting out, you play 3 Bambuku. It's your searcher. All the Majespecters can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects that your opponent controls, so it's super cool. This is your searcher. Adds a Majespecter monster from deck to hand. You're the searcher. I run 2 Nekomata. I only run 2 because the searcher's at the end phase, so it's not as good. But it's still at 2 scale. 3 Fox. This searches your traps. 3 Toad because it searches your traps or spells. And then 2 Yada basically so Ties is live. But and then so I also do the 2 Nekomata, so I still have a 2 scales and 2 5 scales, so it matches up. Super cool. That's it for all the Majespecters. I believe it's 13. Alright guys, then for my extenders, I play 3 Supreme King Darkworm and the 1 Gate 0. If you send a grave, you can special summon him and add this from deck to hand, so it gives you a 0 scale and a pendulum on the field, so you can go into like Electromite. Or if you play this and there's no card in your other zone, you'll play this from your, activate this from your deck in the other zone. That'll give you 0 and a 5, and you can pendulum summon anything in this deck, because it's less than 5 and more than 0, so it just gives you free setup scales. So either way, it's super good. And I play 3 Chronograph. This card's super good because if a card you control is destroyed by a card effect, you can special summon from your hand, special summon another monster. So you can like add this off Electromite to your extra deck, and then pop a card, add him to hand, special summon him because you destroyed a card, and then special summon another card. Which is a cool thing you can do with him. But you mainly have him here just to tribute him to special summon the Time Gazer from deck, so it's another extender. And he's an 8 scale, so gives you some high scales. And then 1 Abyss Actor Curtain Raiser, just because if you play him in your scale and you control no monsters, you can special summon him. But it's only once per duel, so I only run the 1 copy. Like some people run 3 so you can draw into him more, but once you draw him, he's just dead. So just ran the 1. You play enough extenders. That's it for the monsters. Let's see if I can count that out. I think it's 22 in total. On to the spells. 1, Majesty's Pegasus. This card's super cool. It gives all Majespecters 3 attack and defense, and you contribute a win spellcaster and special summon a level 4 or lower Majespecter from your deck, which is super cool. So you can like summon one of them and search a spell or trap and then tribute it to summon another one and then search another spell or trap or search another Majespecter, so it kind of just helps you stack their searching effects. And the other field spell I play is 1 Secret Village of the Spellcasters. Really good card. If you control a spellcaster monster and your opponent doesn't, they can't activate spell cards. If you don't control a spellcaster, you can't, so which really sucks. But your whole deck's full of them, so you can just normal summon one and then continue activating. This card really helps you. And I just play Terraforming just as a second copy of either of these, and it thins your deck. For the Majespecter spells, I play 1 Cyclone. It's a quick play. You tribute a win spellcaster and target 1 monster your opponent controls and destroy it, which is something that all these do. You have to tribute a win spellcaster, which is what all the Majespecters are. And then I play 1 Majespecter Sonic. Some people play Storm, but it's not a quick play, and you have to activate it from hand. It still targets, so at that point, I just think it not being able to activate your opponent's turn and targeting is 2 strikes against it, which makes it not as good. Whereas this targets, but can still activate on your opponent's turn. But I like this instead of playing a second copy of Cyclone because it doubles a Majespecter's attack and defense, so it helps you get over things in battle. Because sometimes there's certain things that you can only get over in battle, or it helps you do more damage. I feel like this is more versatile to have this with this. It's super cool. Then one of the things that make the deck work, 3 Ties of the Brethren. You just target a monster in the field, and you special summon 2 monsters from the deck that are the same level, same type, same attribute, but different name. Which Yada, Fox, and Yada, QB, and Ogama are all level 4s, wins, spellcasters. But they all have different names. You can special them all from deck, and they all get searches. Like Yada will search a spell, the Fox will search a trap, and most likely he'll search another trap with Ogama. So out of the 3 monsters you summon, you'll get 3 back row, which is great to start out with. You only gotta pay 2,000 to activate, which is cool. My last 2 spells are 2 Dragon Shrine just to get the Darkworm out of deck. Alright, then for the traps I play 2 Majespecter Tempest. This is like your strike of the deck. when a monster will be special summoned or monster effects activated, you can just tribute one and negate the summoner activation and destroy it. Most people run 3. I think it's kind of cloggy. You really just want to search a lot of these cards, and this card's only good if you're either winning or you go first. So if you're losing, you really don't want to be hard drawing into this. The next one I play 3 of is 3 Majespecter Tornado. You just tribute one of them to target a monster in the field and banish it. Now, even if you hard draw this one, I feel like this is more versatile because this can deal with monsters that are already on the board, whereas Tempest can't. So I feel like having 3 of this is pretty important. And then my last 3 traps is 3 Compulsory Evacuation Device. This card is super versatile. You can activate it during your opponent's turn, and it can like hinder your opponent and stop them from going off, like if they normal summon and that's how their deck gets going, you just bounce it back to hand, like going up against Orcus and things like that. So they really can't do anything else, not to pass. And if you guys watch the YCS London that just happened, the Sky Striker deck that topped, he was playing 3 of this, and if you watch that match against Orcus, it really helped him just bounce back as normal summon, so then he couldn't advance his game state, or he kept actually gaining advantage, which is really cool. And this card's also pretty good because you can bounce your own monsters back to hand. So like if your opponent goes to destroy, like attack over something, then you need it, like let's say it's a Bambuku, bounce it to hand and then resummon it next turn and get a search, which is really cool. Or during your turn to bounce something, and then pendulum summon it after it's a normal summon. That's kind of cool. So yeah, so for the deck, guys, 40 cards. We'll go on to the extra deck. Of course, pendulum deck, you play 1 heavy metal flow Electromite. You can add a pendulum from your deck to your extra deck and then pop a card on the field. And then if a pendulum card in your pendulum zone leaves that zone, you draw a card. So you'll really just add one from like a Majespecter from your deck to your extra deck, pop whatever you have activated, and then draw 3 cards, so you get another thing in the extra deck. Then I play 1 Wind, the Wind Charmer Verdant. It's just 1 wind monster and 1 other monster. It's really just for the down pointing arrows, but if you ever play against a wind deck, you can special summon a 1 monster from your opponent's grave to your side of the field, which is sometimes cool. 1 Great Fly gives all winds plus 500, and if it gets destroyed by battle card fix, you can add a wind monster from your grave to your hand. It's really just there for the buff. I play the Nightmare package. 1 Phoenix Spot Spell and Traps, 1 Cerberus Spot Monsters, 1 Unicorn to shuffle a card back into the deck. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna play 1 Zephyr Metatron. This is really just because it's just a really good like length 3 because of the arrows that it has, so you can pendulum summon into the zones that it's pointing to. But here, I'll read its other effect for you guys. You normally don't have to use it. Yeah, if a monster's card points to you, especially from the extra deck, it's destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can add 1 monster from your graveyard, or pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand. And then you can target 1 monster on each side of the field that came from the extra deck, except him, and then banish him to the end phase. So it can kind of like remove problems off board, so you can like go for game, but really just there for the arrows. And 1 Boral Load because it's a free snatch deal, and 1 Boral Sword just to OTK your opponent, go for game. I think it's important to have 1 of those. That's it for the links. We'll go on to the Exceeds. 1 Abyss Roller for grave decks like Orcus. 1 Tornado Dragon for spells and traps if you go up against any deck that plays a lot of back row. 1 Baguska to stall out if you have a bad hand. 1 Castell just to as spot removal for any kind of monster's problem on the board or any kind of like floodgate. It can also be a Book of Moon if you really want to use that effect. And the only reason I'm playing him over Exton Knight is because since you're playing a pendulum deck with like the scales and how many monsters you can special summon, you'll probably have more advantage than your opponent most of the time, especially being able to search all the spells and traps. So it's going to be an effect that's going to be harder to get off than just Castell. So that's why I'm playing him. He's a win too, if that ever matters, like for a Great Fly or for a win. Then I play 1 Totem Bird for the Bambuku and the Nekomatos. When a spell trap card is activated, you just detach 2 materials and negate it. So, and destroy it. So he's kind of like a free Dark Bribe. Your opponent just doesn't get a draw. It's kind of cool. Gives you another negate. He's a win. And then the last one I run is just 1 Break Sword, just to pop a floodgate or a problem card. But yeah, guys, that's my Majespecter deck. Hope you guys enjoyed the profile. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments below. I know you can play Luster Pendulum and the Synchro that goes with them in the deck, because if you use the effect to pop a Majespecter, you can just search the other copy from your deck. So, I know it's a pretty good way to turbo through your deck too. If you wanted to like do that and take out the compulsory evacuation devices, you could. That'd be cool. But I kind of like having more of the back row. I feel like that's kind of more the deck it is. And you already have so many extenders in the form of Chronograph, Dark Worm, and Curtain Raiser. So, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See you later.